Yo, what's up guys? Today we're going to be building our 23-man squad for the Euros. This is just for England and it's our predictions, not what Gareth Southgate would pick. What we're going to be doing first is the goalkeepers, so Alex is going to read out all of them and then we're going to narrow it down to 3.
So the nominations for the goalkeepers are Jordan Pickford, Tom Heaton, Nick Pope, Jack Butland, Angus Gunn and Dean Henderson.
So we have picked Jordan Pickford because he's been England number 1 for quite a while now. Tom Heaton because he's had more experience than some others. And then we had some debate between Nick Pope and Dean Henderson, but we've just gone with Dean Henderson because he seems more promising.
So we're now going to go through the nominations for left back. So we've got 6 of them in total. So there's Luke Shaw, Danny Rose, Ben Chilwell, Ryan Bertrand, Aaron Cresswell and Fabian Delph. So who wins?
So the people that we've picked are Luke Shaw because he's got a lot of experience and he's played for big teams like Man United, and Ben Chilwell because he's probably going to be the number 1 choice for the England team. But we were going to pick Danny Rose, but we haven't gone with him. And now we are going to do the right back nominees.
Again, there's 6 of them. There's Kyle Walker, and I think it's quite a tough one. There's quite a few good ones. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Kieran Trippier, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Nathaniel Klein and Ainsley Maitland-Niles. I think that's a tough one because Trippier was probably arguably our best player in the World Cup.
Yeah.
And then Wan-Bissaka's an up-and-coming talent, same with Alexander-Arnold, and Walker's up there with the best right-backs in the world.
So what we've done is gone for Kyle Walker because he can also play in the centre-back role as well, and Trent Alexander-Arnold because he's one of the best England right-backs at the moment.
Alright, so we're now going to go through the nominations for the centre-backs, and there's quite a few of them. So we've got John Stones and Harry Maguire, 2 players who've played for England quite a bit before. Lewis Dunk, who's in form at the moment for Brighton. Chris Smalling, Michael Keane, Joe Gomez, Phil Jones, Tarkowski and me, both at Burnley. Lascelles, Cody, Mings, Twanzebe, and then finally Tomori from Chelsea.
And we have gone for John Stones and Harry Maguire because they have both played for England in the past, so it's a bit of a given. Joe Gomez and Tomori because we both think they could be some upcoming talents in the Premier League. So, yeah.
There are our centre-backs. We're going to the midfielders. There's again an absolute ton of nominees for these. We've got Henderson, Rice, Eric Dyer, who's in the last one. He's the one who scored the winning penalty. Chowdhury, bit of a youngster. James Milner, Harry Winks, Oxlade-Chamberlain and Loftus-Cheek and Ward-Prowse. Tom Davies, Dele Alli, Jesse Lingard, Ross Barkley, James Maddison, Jack Grealish, Phil Foden, who, again, if he impresses this year, maybe might get into the team. We've not picked him. And then Mason Mount is the last one. So we've gone with about, is it 6 of them? Yeah, 6 of them.
And the people that we are going to choose is Declan Rice, Dele Alli, Mason Mount, James Maddison, Jordan Henderson, which is another given, and Ross Barkley.
We've gone with 2 defensive ones in Rice and Henderson. You've got Rice, who's probably going to be the starting player, probably. Yeah. And then Henderson is a bit of a backup in case there's any injuries. And then
Dele Alli's played for England before and he's impressed. So
and Mason Mount, I think, he's been one of the best players in the league this year, as well as Maddison, to be honest.
And Ross Barkley got a hat-trick in the last England game. So
So now we're going to go on to, we'll do the wingers and attackers together. So we've got 7 nominations for the wingers. We've got Ryan Sessegnon, who we haven't actually put in, but he's been injured for a while, so if he impresses once he gets back from injury, he may get into our team. We've then got Dwight McNeil from Burnley, Harvey Barnes, Jadon Sancho, Mikel Antonio, Raheem Sterling and Hudson-Odoi. And then as strikers, we've got Harry Kane, Rashford, Vardy, Callum Wilson, Ashley Barnes, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Danny Ings and Tammy Abraham.
So the wingers that we have picked are Raheem Sterling, Jadon Sancho and Callum Hudson-Odoi. We picked Raheem Sterling because he's possibly the best player in our team, and Jadon Sancho should get a lot of assists, and Callum Hudson-Odoi is a young reserve.
Come off the bench, maybe get a bit of game time during the Euros.
Yeah, and our strikers are going to be Harry Kane, Marcus Rashford and Jamie Vardy. Harry Kane because he'll get bags of goals. Marcus Rashford can also get some goals maybe after coming off the bench. and Jamie Vardy is probably the best reserve that we've possibly got. So
It's
yeah.
close between him and another player
Yeah.
who we're going to go over. He's in our reserve list, which we're going to go over now.
Yeah.
So, if you didn't know, in the Euros and in the World Cup, each country gets a reserve list. So it's 5 players, and if anyone gets injured between when the 23-man team is announced and when the Euros starts, you can bring any of these 5 players in, but they can't bring anyone else. So you kind of got to cover every different thing. So we've gone with a keeper, a defender, 2 midfielders, and an attacker. So we've gone with Nick Pope is the backup goalkeeper. As I said, we were debating between him and Henderson on who we're going to put in, but we've gone with Henderson mainly because he's younger and his stats this season have been
Pretty good.
Been pretty good, yeah. And then the defender, we're going. I think it was close between Tyrone Mings and Aaron Wan-Bissaka, but I think it's better to put a centre back in, considering we've only actually got 4. So if one of them gets injured, then there's only 3, and then Walker. So we went with Tyrone Mings on the reserve list. We then went with James Milner on the reserve list, as he's probably not the best central midfielder to have, but he's good on the reserve list because he can play in multiple different positions. He can play left back, right back, centre mid. So if a left back got injured, say Danny Rose isn't in, is he? Say Luke Shaw got injured, Milner could come in for him, but then he could also come in for a midfielder if he needed to.
Yeah.
We've then gone with Harry Winks on the reserve list, who's, again, youthful prospect, makes a few mistakes, but he could be solid.
Could be
especially in the years down.
promisable.
Yeah, so we've gone with him on the reserve list. And then Tammy Abraham, who's the striker we were debating between putting in. He scored a lot of goals so far this season. Not sure if he'll keep it up throughout the whole season, but I do think Jamie Vardy's a better goal scorer, and obviously Kane and Rashford are givens.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's our reserve list, and that's our 23-man squad.
Right, thanks for watching. It took us quite a while for us to start recording, so here's some bloopers.
Enjoy them.
Yeah, like and subscribe. Yo, how's it go? Is that right? Yo, what's up, guys? Today we're going to be making our 23-man squad. Yo, what's up, guys? Today we're going to be making mine. Why'd you say it? Why'd you say it? Guys? Today we're going to be making our 23-man squad for the Euros. Alex, don't you dare laugh. You laughed. What's going up? Yo, what's going on? What's up, guys? Today, Alex, stop. Yo, what's going up? Why is that in my head? Yo, what's up, guys? Today we're going to be building our 23-man squad for the Euros. This is just for England. Yo, what's up, guys? Yo, what's up, guys? Today we're going to be making our 23-man squad. Yo, what's up, guys? Today we're going to be making our 23-man squad. This is going to be for the Euros, but it's only for England, so we're not doing any others. The first nominees are going to be for... Okay.
So the nom.
So, the nom...
The
Come on,
Golden
mate.
Pickford. I missed the first sentence. Oh my. So the nom nom.
So the nom-noms. The nom-noms are Jordan Pickford. So, turns out, not over 10 minutes. So we're going to be going through the Scotland squad. If they make it to the Euros, of who will be in the squad.
They're not going to get the Euros. So yeah, Scotland's quite close to heart for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dad's Scottish, so we're just going to pretend that they're going to get to the Euros, which they might still do, but anyway. So we've picked our 23-man squad. We're not going to go through nominations because we just narrowed it down to the team. So we've gone with 3 goalkeepers as usual. We've gone with John McLaughlin. He's probably the second goalkeeper from Sunderland. The first one's obviously David Marshall. He's been the first one for a while from Wigan Athletic. And Craig McGillivray, can't say his name, but he's a decent keeper from Portsmouth. And you think there should be someone else there, but...
Oh yeah, McGregor should be there, just saying.
But he's a bit inconsistent and he does pick up a few injuries, so he might not even be.
And he's over the age of 35, let's just say that.
So yeah, we've gone with a bit different, a couple of younger ones,
yeah.
And 3 League One players actually.
So then for the defenders, we have gone for obviously Andrew Robertson, Greg Taylor, Stephen O'Donnell and Michael Devlin. They're probably going to be our first choice defenders, and then probably going to have Stuart Finley and Charlie Mulgrew on the bench.
A couple of Kilmarnock players in there.
Yeah.
And then midfield, which is probably the best. Probably, I reckon it's the best area for them. We've actually gone for, let's just count this, 12 midfielders, which is a lot. but they're all very good themselves. So we've got Ryan Fraser of Bournemouth, obviously. He'll pick up all the assists, probably get a few
He's
goals.
fast as well.
Yeah. We've then gone for John Fleck from Sheffield United, who's doing alright in the Premier League now, so we've gone with him. McGregor from Celtic, your favourite team. Lewis Morgan, also from Celtic. So a couple of young Celtic players there. We've then gone with Liam Palmer from Sheffield Wednesday. He's doing alright at the moment, so we've put him in the team. We've then got Ryan Christie and then Scott McTominay from our team United. He's probably going to be one of their best players, along with John McGinn from Villa, he's been linked with United, 50 million price tag. So he's going to be a good player of the team if they get to the Euros. We've then got Stuart Armstrong from Southampton, who again is probably going to be a backup, but he's a good player. We've then got Forrest, who's from Celtic, yeah. Oliver Burke, who's kind of gone off the boil a bit recently. At one point, he was one of the biggest youngsters around, and now he's gone to the Spanish league with Alaves, and he's doing alright, but he's not really living up to the expectation people said he would. And then we've then got the comedian himself, Robert Snodgrass from West Ham. Again, he'll probably be the starting right midfielder ahead of Forrest. But, so yeah, that's our midfield, and we've only gone for 2 attackers. So
We've got Lawrence Shackland from Dundee United, because he's playing alright at the moment, and Johnny Russell from Sporting KC. So that's our Scottish team.
I'd say the starting 11, the best players in there are obviously Ryan Fraser and John McGinn and Robertson. You'd have the goal scorers in Russell up top, and then maybe McGinn from midfield. He's got a few long range goals in him.
Yeah.
So you've got a decent keeper, and then obviously Robertson will get the assists along with what's his name?
I think McTominay could do.
McTominay might do alright as long as he doesn't pick up any injuries. And then there's still Burke. I know he's not been the best recently, but if he performs as he should do alright.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's our Scottish team. We've gone through the English team. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for watching.